Ladies and ugly men, Handsome Contreras here. Welcome to Handsome Island. This is Watch Me Make It, where we talk mindset, money, and real estate. And this week is gonna be an update, but not my usual update. And this is because I'm actually gonna go into the mindset aspect on this one and talk about really like my personal life and what I've been going through lately. I've been very open about it with everyone for years. I think since my early 20s. I've never hid the fact that I'm a manic-depressive. Like, I was diagnosed with this disorder when I was 12 years old. Realistically, I've been living with it all my life. Again, I'm learning how to function in that area. That's where I came up with my inner wiring program, right? Like having to make it happen. And that key word, which I said function, is very big because that is where I am at. That's my update for this time being. Like I'm even having a hard time breathing, getting it off my chest because it's personal, right? And this episode is specifically on functioning depression. The real medical term being persistent depressive disorder, because it's persistent. It doesn't quit. You can keep going and you can try to ride through it and it just keeps following you. I didn't take toll of this until about like a week ago, right? Like I've had it going on and I know it. The signs are there, but again, as I have things in place to keep me going, I keep functioning. I keep moving forward through the wave, which to some people, if you read up on it, is actually counterintuitive, right? Because there's a point where you break down. It's not like your typical depression episodes, which I face as well, where you just can't get out of bed, you can't move, it's draining, you just hate life, you don't know why. This is more so like a little drop, and it's just dropping and dropping, like an IV. Like a slow drip into your system, and you wake up and you kind of know it's there, but you keep going. You keep going. And I realized a little bit into last week, like I said, I'm in a functional depression stage where I'm depressed, but I'm able to function. So people miss the signs. Sometimes we, the people suffering from it as well, miss the signs. Right? It's very important to pay attention to your body. Like, you've been seeing me putting videos every day. My family members, I talk to them. We're in touch. My co-workers, we get on the phone and I'm just like, yeah, and I'm like charged up. At the same time, internally, I'm falling apart. And not falling apart like I'm gonna be destroyed. Thankfully, like I said, as someone that has suffered and dealt with this condition all my life, I know now how to like pivot while I'm going through it. But at the same time, because not everyone knows, they put pressures on you which you don't know how to say no to. The boundaries aren't there. Like, I'm being candid with you. There's no script. Obviously, I never have a script, but this is more unscripted. Like, I literally hit record without knowing at all. If you watch my prior videos, I talk about being prepared because I constantly go over what I'm going to talk about in my head, right? So by the time I get on camera, it's flowing because I don't know how to write scripts yet. I'm going to get on it, but I'm learning soon. I'm learning because of my course creation. But yeah, functional depression, persistent depressive disorder, P.D.D. This video is for anybody out there that actually goes through this and knows what it's like. You gotta catch up and pause. Let me get my books. Where is it? This was helping me a lot in month 1 of the last 92. This is called Project 369. I am the creator of my reality. It's a dope book, right? Because it goes into the woo-woo stuff in terms of energies and solfeggio frequencies, things that I told you I use to sleep, what they mean, numbers, numerology, all that stuff. But the most important part about this book, it forces you daily in the morning, afternoon, night to actually write in it and write your manifestation. And then also a little section where you say like a special affirmation for the day. You go over how you're feeling. What are you thankful for? Have you noticed any changes? I was done with this book on October 31st, Halloween. Hence why I said it was around last week where I said, bro, I think we're depressed. It ties into, and it's again, people that don't suffer from depression, people that don't have this condition, don't understand. It makes it more difficult for me to get to the gym. It makes it more difficult for me to concentrate on certain tasks. Like I said, some people watching this are going to be like, bro, but you've been putting up a video a day. And if not a full-length video, at least a short, at least a quote. And yes, that is functional depression. One of the things I fight the most during inner wiring is functioning during depression. Right? I'm very keen on taking specific rest days, on listening to your body. Yes, We're in a time where it's go hard, go hard, go hard. Me, myself, I'm a big mental health advocate, but I'm also old school. So a part of me is always like, just keep rocking, bro. Get through it. You all right. You gonna be all right. Your mother did it with 3 kids on her own, owned a business, busted her ass, welfare, all that good stuff. My mom did it all. Who am I to complain? But I'm also aware that life has been shortened a lot for people of my age in recent years. Like, how many people I know dying in their 30s and 40s? It's like, and of natural causes, right? I'm not talking about getting shot or anything. I'm talking about people just not waking up, people getting a heart attack on baseball fields. You know, rest in peace to my cousin D's boy. I don't know him personally, but when I heard that, I'm like, homie's 44, I think, or 43, getting a heart attack on a baseball field. And people may, you know, bring in the whole, oh, are they in shape and this and that. If someone's playing baseball, playing softball, they're in somewhat of shape. They're not the most keen shaped person on earth and they're eating the best. Who cares? It's still a young age to pass. And a lot of that is brought on by stress. The stress that we take on, the inability to be like, yo, I can't do it. I suffer from that. I don't know when to say I can't do it. Thankfully, I'm aware now, and I'm going to, for the next few days, put the brakes a little bit, do more meditation, do the woo-woo stuff, but really breathing. And those type of breaths. Inhale through your nose, fill up your belly, your cave, your diaphragm, push down. Breathe out those gases. They do a lot. One of the things I tell people all the time is go outside for a walk. In New York, it's getting colder. The last 3 days, we've been good. And actually, I suffer as well. And I know you're like, this guy suffers from everything. No, this is true. Okay. Seasonal affective disorder, which is a form of depression. So especially in New York, when it starts getting colder, days are shorter, it really, really messes with my head. It really, really messes with my head. Hence, I kind of thought that was what was happening until this weekend came about. We've had like 4 days of like 75-degree weather. Look, I'm wearing a hoodie today and I felt like an idiot wearing it. And that's when, you know, like I said, everything started coming together and I'm like, nah, bro, this ain't sad. This ain't seasonal affective disorder. It's something else. And not engaging in this type of work, even with my journal, I gotta get on my journal. I said the last video how much journaling has been helping me. I was consistent and I literally dropped off after that. When this book stopped coming into play and I let that habit die out is where I was really able to see it. So again, this video, I'm sorry if y'all like, damn, this is a messed up ass video, bro. Like, we're trying to get some information. You know, you're giving us the update last 92. Nah, these are facts. These are facts. This is so you're aware. There are people in your circle, you yourself, that might be suffering from functional depression, because you can still go forward. And that's kind of what masks it, right? Like at that moment, you're like, nah, I can't be depressed because I got out of bed. I'm good. Remember, those of us that suffer from depression, no, like you're just there in your bed. You don't want to do anything with your life. That's depression. So you're like, nah, this other stuff, I'm just sad. Sometimes you really, really gotta be self-aware. You gotta do the work. I pray that by next week's update, I'll be in better spirits. I'll tell you that, yo, you know, I'm back on my eating routine, my workout routine, and all these things are just going into play. I pray that they do. But if not, you get to watch me make it. You get to watch me make it out of this, because I know I will. Don't feel sorry for me. I don't want victim mentality to like spread. I don't want anybody thinking like, oh man, I feel so bad for the guy. Don't feel bad for me. Feel bad for the person that's unaware of it. Feel bad for the person that can't do anything about it. Feel bad for the person that does not have tools in place to get out of it, because this is a scary, dark place to be. And if you don't have the right people in your circle, the right systems in place, the right mindset to know I'm here, there are things I can do to get out of it, you feel like you're suffocating. I've had moments where I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? But I quiet it with work. And that's where a lot of the danger lies. A lot of the danger lies in thinking I'm good, I'll be all right, and not handling it. Well, I'm handling it. I think I'm handling it. I told you guys I'm gonna keep giving you content back and forth. And by the way, Purple Cups and Champagne, it's back. We filming tomorrow. That's another thing. Even my co-hosts, like, they don't know. You know, these are my boys. They don't know because, again, I don't express it. And if you see my online postings, you see my IG, you're just like, Handsome's fine. Look at this guy doing other stuff, chilling, living life. Not knowing, man, I'm somewhat drowning. Again, don't feel bad for me. That's not why I say what I say. It's so that those of us going through it that might not be aware of it can pick up on it and get to work on it, because I'm getting to work on it. I'm seeking help outside of myself. You know, sometimes you need therapy. Sometimes you need medication. But there's also friends. There's also people that you can vent to, right? Your loved ones. Let them know, hey, I'm going through it. What do you think? Or just text me, DM me. I got you. Who said that? I think it was that preacher, Joyce Meyer. She said, you're depressed? Go help somebody else that's depressed. It'll open your eyes and make you feel better. Because you're getting somebody else out the ditch that might just lift you out the ditch. God don't make no boo-boos. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thanks for joining me. I hope this update worked for you guys. If it didn't, it's okay. It did what it needed from me. Whoo, what a relief. Got some of that off my chest. Huh? Remember, man, God is good, God is grand, God is great. Stay favored. Yeah.